I wanted to chat to you about something which is a through line with all of my conversations this week. And this is whether or not freebies actually play a part in the 2026 coaching landscape. I have a very strong view on this. It actually pisses me off. That is how strong my view is on this. I really believe that freebies are not a main player in the coaching and mentoring online game anymore. It really isn't. And I want to bring a nuance into it. This type of freebie where I'm sitting down, I'm doing a YouTube video, a freebie where I am recording a podcast episode, a long form episode, anything over 10 minutes is long form. Those freebies I'm down with. I love it. I love doing these videos. Like just even being able to chat to you like this is how I would chat inside of a coaching call anyway. And, a lot of YouTube experts will be like, maybe you need to be more formalized. Maybe you need to have a hook. No, I don't care for that. So the reason why it's really annoying me is because I see a lot of coaches, good coaches, smart coaches out there give 80% of their energy into their social media strategy, which is fair enough. That's your marketing channel. But more so than that, within that 80%, the majority of that energy goes towards giving stuff away for free with no direct link into a paid offering. And therefore what happens is that you're just giving and pouring out and sharing all of your life force energy, all of your knowledge, in the hopes that maybe one person, two people will buy into a 5K program or a 10K offer. And you're sitting there scratching your head going, why does it work for other people? Why are they making sales and I'm not? Why is it that my free thing isn't converting, but the industry average is 30% or whatever number you've heard of or seen? And there's a really good reason for this. You're giving so much away for free. A, you're super accessible at that level, which you may be telling yourself that is service. That is exactly what all the gurus say. It will convert eventually. Press on and keep going. So you do the thing. You put out free checklists, free ebooks, free PDFs. You may have even done what I did for many years, 3-day, 5-day challenges and events. I used to have a Facebook group. You had thousands of people in it. And every month I would do a free challenge. And this involved me live streaming into the Facebook group and speaking for, hour and a half on a certain topic, kind of like this video, similar vibes. And underneath it, people would be asking questions. I'd be answering it live. And I'd say, I'm also going to open up a Q&A or a coaching chat. So I'd do that alongside the free live streams. And then the next day I'd do the same thing. The third day I'd do the same thing. Fourth day I'd do the same thing. Fifth day I would sell. Old school model. A lot of people are still doing it. And that's why I'm calling it out as it's old school. Our energy has moved on. We are no longer in this old school game of trying to convince people that you are the person for them through long free challenges. I am definitely in the camp of the more free shit you give out there, the more freebie hunters you attract, the less money you're making. It's probably why you're not as profitable as some people who are instead ditching the freebie in terms of its classic model, 3-5-day events and massive long ebooks and things like that. And instead they're selling something up front. They're saying, hey, I understand where you're at. There's something that I want you to look at. There's something that I want you to go and watch. There's a 15-page mini ebook with exercises I really want you to have. And it's going to change the way that you've been looking at whatever issue, challenge, pain you're going through. It's $7, but it's going to absolutely rewire some things that you haven't been able to shift through. And the reason why having something like a low ticket, it isn't for a low ticket sale and being like, here you go, $7, see you later, bye. But what you're doing instead is that you are changing the way that you're showing up as a coach and mentor and as a very valued educator online, where you're saying, you know what, I've got so much I need to share with you, but I want to attract people who are willing to do the work, who are willing to invest in their further development, just like I have. Because ultimately, what I found myself in was, I had thousands and thousands of people on my email list. I still do. I used to have this team, and this team would go ahead and basically lead gen for me, mine leads. Like they would mine, contacts and stuff through other Facebook groups to get them over to mine. And then in order to join mine, you had to enter your email address and then we would put them on the list. Anyway, it was a whole thing. And when I stopped giving stuff away for free, the thousands of people that I had joined my list for free shit also unsubscribed and left. They weren't interested to buy. And this happens again and again. And the coaches I work with, they are so annoyed. And I'm really pissed off for them too. I get it. But if we look at it just from a very black and white viewpoint, honestly, what were we expecting? Free stuff attracts freebie hunters. Paid stuff attracts buyers. Now, for all of us listening at this point, I'm going to guess you're a business owner. So if you're a business owner, you're in the business of selling and converting and drawing in clients so that you can have a thriving business. This should not be a surprise, like, oh my gosh, she only wants to make money. She only wants to have sales. I want to do that so that my business gets to more people. And not just more people, not just people who will never invest in their stuff, but people who are here to actually work on their personal development. And how do I want to phrase this? But people who are actually invested enough to work on their personal development, to then go ahead and apply that in their businesses so that they can go and do bigger things as well. That's the way I see it. That's the way I'm wired. So the freebie hunters, they have a place and it's totally fine. You know, there's some people who will just be your biggest fans and your forever cheerleaders, and they will like your stuff. They'll comment on your stuff. I appreciate you guys. But, you know, I think it's safe to say that there is a majority of people who they just enjoy the free things, and that is perfect. The timing isn't right. Okay, perfect. But I'm talking to you guys who are seriously struggle towning with sales right now to keep afloat, and you're wondering where income's going to come from. But if I look at your strategy as to like, hey, let's talk about what you're doing to attract clients, and you're like, 80% of my shit's free, well, therein lies the issue. So I want you to do one thing today for me and for you. Let's look at all of the freebies that you've ever made, that you currently have. They're sitting on your website, sitting in your link in bio, and you know, anything that you're putting out there to say, download this for free. I don't want you to change it, and I don't want you to take it off the website. And I'm guessing it's up there because it is getting some sort of downloads and people are clicking to it. What I would love for you to do, one thing, is to actually slap a price tag on it. $7, $9, doesn't matter. Something that's enough to go, hey, this is so damn good. I'd love for you to buy it. So there's two things going to happen here. One is you're not going to believe in your freebie enough to put money behind it, to put a price tag on it. And there's the answer. Your freebie, you know deep down, isn't actually really leading or calling in the clients that you want. Because if you did believe that, you would be like, yes, happy to put $7 in front of it. The second thing is you're now going to sell it, talk about it actively, share it, and say, you know what? I've got something for you. It's $7 and it's going to help you achieve this. Remember how we've always talked about these quick wins. If someone's buying $7, what's the quick win? If I'm spending $7 on my cup of coffee, what's my quick win? I'm going to get a caffeine shot. I'm going to feel more awake and alive. Yes, I am dependent on my caffeine in the morning. So same deal. Why would I buy a cup of coffee if it's like not even going to do anything for me? So that's the homework for today. I've got all of my clients doing this, by the way, and I can tell you, one after the other, they're coming back to me and they're saying, mind blown. People are buying it. Guess what? They're turning into clients. So this is going to be a big change for some of you. I understand. This is not going to affect the way that you're growing your list, because guess what? The people that are buying your offer, how do they receive the digital offer? They need to be on your list to receive the offer. So what you're actually also doing is that you are filling your list now, not just with people who want free stuff, but you're filling your list with people who are already buying. This is a really big deal, you guys. This is something that will fundamentally change the way that you believe in your work, that you see revenue flowing in, and how low ticket plays a massive, massive job in helping you reach that next income level. I hope you loved this one. If you did, please leave me a like. Any questions, leave it in the comments. I answer every single one. And also go ahead and watch this video next. I'll see you over here.